Manchester United out of the FA Cup, defeated by Fulham on penalties. On penalties, guys. Last FA Cup game, you guys qualified to the next round on penalties, and this game again, this round, you had to go to penalties. What a snooze fest of a performance! What do you guys have to say?
I,
Joshua Xerxes converting the last penalties. He was with this. What was the celebration at Emirates?
अरे माँ
He was emulating your gun, the top that you have on your gun.
गलत
This is what Joshua's exhibit.
I don't know the name of that celebration. And this game, you guys got eliminated.
I know.
Actually, Joshua Xerxes should have done this to the Manchester United fans.
He did that. He does that to every game. But in that game, when he scored against Arsenal, this celebration was he was doing gunners. You need to understand. Fulham didn't have a
Well, you guys.
or logo. Logo. So well, yeah, you reaction. You summed it up. Utter snooze fest. Oh, ridiculous, horrible.
Which game were you all watching? It was so lively. There was so much happening in the game.
Extra time, yes.
Yes, every 5 minutes I had to wake myself up and say, okay, it's still going,
Message.
still going on.
You tell.
No, I will not. I will not
I was
say
watching at
anything
3
against the
a.m.
United.
सोर आउटरो समझ में भी नहीं आ रहा क्या हो रहा है करके.
Guys,
I will not blame a United fan who would be praying for a goal, irrespective of which team is scoring at the 90th minute. It was so dreadful. It was so dreadful to watch that game.
I think we discussed this last call and I think Mario messaged in the group as well. 70 minute के बाद ही जागो. तब तक कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Even the goal was 72nd minute, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Like,
And
हाँ.
they scored and they went back to the first 15 after first 15-minute stage. It looked like nobody had gas in the tank.
I seriously have a problem, and I'll be very honest with this. United at home against Fulham, 80th minute, when you're 1-1 and we're sitting deep. I know we're not a good attacking team. I know we're not a good transition team. I even know that we're not a good counter-attacking team, but like, cannot do this.
Okay.
Kuch nahi. We're not a team, Lubo. And this, all I'm saying is
Listen.
lose. I'm okay with it. I mean, that's what for the last 10 years we've been dealt with. Losing day
What a fight.
out, but this was not even a fight. An Arsenal fan sitting next to me slept while watching the game, and he's waking up. He's like, "What are you guys doing?"
He was watching the game with a Liverpool and an Arsenal.
Liverpool and Arsenal fan. Imagine me sitting in sandwiched between, and not a good Bangkok sandwich massage. This was horrible. And on the left, a fucking Liverpool fan on the right, passing comments every 2 minutes. It's like watching comedy nights with Kapil. We are a funny team. Individual error.
तेरे को पता है तो पहले बहुत बुरा लगता था अभी वो बुरा लगता है लेकिन उतना नहीं लगता है. It's like we've somewhat accepted that the team is shit.
Yeah.
Like I think every United fan पहले तो एक गेम हारो तो कितनी जल्दी थी स्पेशली अ कप गेम. ठीक है वे आउट ऑफ द कंपटीशन नाउ बट इतना नहीं बुरा लग रहा है मतलब लग रहा है ऑफ कोर्स क्योंकि पेनल्टीज पे हारना तो लाइक यू पेनल्टीज किसी का भी है. यू कांट आई एम नॉट गोना ब्लेम Xerxes for missing that penalty. I'm most surprised on Lindu कहाँ से आ गया penalty देने.
I swear he's not even like that first 15 player right now. He doesn't even make the squad on.
Hasn't even played exactly. कभी खेला कब
How
आ
is
रहा
he going to get to take a penalty? I don't understand that.
I think this happens a lot. This happens a lot in a penalty situation because after 120 minutes of playing, you might think your best penalty takers would be available for the 5 penalties, but usually it's not the case. 1 or 2
No,
penalties.
it is the case. It is the case. Look at Fulham.
No, that is always one
Jimenez was
person.
brought on. Jimenez was brought
Yeah,
on.
Jimenez was
Bale was brought on specially for
Yeah.
these items.
But who do you
can do something
Unfortunately,
for
in the Premier League this season, all the top teams are not having players available. Most of the top teams are not having players available, and teams like Newcastle, Fulham, Bournemouth, they have a good bench strength compared to the
Suri,
so-called top
Even
teams.
we are going
That
through
is
injuries.
that is what is going to
अपने
happen this season.
one second, one second, Rohan, one second. You said all of the top teams, right? But we are not a top team, so we should have had some bench strength.
we don't, सब इंजरीज है. मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ. बाकी सबके मैचेस में सबको कैसे याद रहता है, ओ वी हैव इंजरीज. 10 बार प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोलते हैं, यू रिमेम्बर राइट, वी आर आल्सो गोइंग थ्रू इंजरीज, वी डोंट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ आवर प्लेयर्स.
My
बट फिर भी आई एग्री विद मारियो, like there are players available. I don't know why, like it was
Garnacho
surprising.
should have taken a cake. I mean, the only thing is Lindelof does not have confidence.
Euro,
He's right. That guy hasn't played an active game for what, last 1 month or so. And then suddenly,
हाँ,
and when he was bought on for any Euro, I think he did well. He did well,
मैं
and
वही सोच रहा हूँ कि how Euro took last time, maybe he's taking it this time, like you know, because Euro ने last time लिया था penalty.
Morim did say that Lindelof was very confident of converting it. He's been practicing it in
In practicing,
and he's been
maybe
doing good.
maybe
See, but
maybe
again,
because of
as
that.
Lobo said, penalties is anybody's game, and with Onana
Like
between the sticks, it was always going to be Fulham's game.
big team,
And
exactly.
more
Big
importantly,
team,
I
small team. हाँ.
have a problem with United even taking it to penalties. We
That's my
That's
problem.
my problem,
yeah.
not penalties. Like losing on penalties, like Zirkzee missing. Like I feel bad for him because he was crying. Like, but I wouldn't put pressure on that.
But
Like,
apart
no,
from
चलेगा,
that,
होता है.
I think if we had to choose a player who gave his heart and soul on the field, right, for United, that was Oxley.
Zirkzee, yeah, yeah. He's running
Even in
around
the
doing everything.
115th minute, 118th minute, he was chasing down balls. He was trying to make game with whatever he
He was
could.
running around.
He was running everywhere. I mean, for effort, you have to give him.
Yep.
Xerxes reminded me of Mata. I mean, although उनके age के बीच में there's at least a 15-year-old gap, but how Mata used to run everywhere and cover each and every blade of grass when he was not at his best, but in United also he did good 2 seasons and he was good. Xerxes yesterday reminded me of Mata. He was there for second balls, more importantly. See, Bruno does that. Bruno
Yeah.
is available for second balls. When someone loses the ball, he's there attacking the ball, trying to close that gaps and angles or in that part of the field. Xerxes was there. I think Xerxes' game, and we need to speak about it for a couple minutes. I think Xerxes' game has improved a lot when we did our first video, when we called him a Greek salad. So that
No, no, not we. You.
He watched
Not
our
we.
video.
Not we.
I think he was you call it Greek salad.
No,
wow.
no, no. Yeah, no. But that's a good point. Huh? He's improved a lot, especially like in the whole. He's getting into the whole gameplay. I think Amorim has his trust on him now. My problem, nothing to do with Zirkzee. ठीक है? My problem is with the position thing because we got him as a striker. I don't know why. When I see him, I still expect him to finish.
Right.
I'm expecting goals from him, and that's increased more just because our main striker is not scoring. So I know he does all the work behind the striker. ठीक है, he's doing excellent job. But साला मेरा वहीं पे जाके अटक जाता है क्योंकि साला वो आगे वाला मार नहीं रहा है. And he's been
Do you? Okay. So coming back to our game,
Yeah, we're talking about
first goal.
didn't go. Oh.
First goal. What do you think about the defending, the corner defending?
Horrible, utter shit.
we are slow, so slow.
It's not about slow. It's not about slow. That Onana is standing, and in front of Onana, there is such a big gap. Ideally speaking, a good corner defending team fills that space with players, six or seven
Yes.
best, 6 and 7 of your best defender, tallest and the best and the most physical defenders. Because
They both are
that
tall.
ideal team is trying to attack that space, and nobody is there. Why?
Hmm.
Because certain goal all over it.
It's been all the games we've been talking every video that it's easy for other teams to score. They're not even working hard on it.
Yeah.
We are
It's one
giving
thing
them.
that you're not physical or you're not good aerially, but positionally, at least you guys have to sort this out.
This
Someone has to tell them. Either
they're very
either a
like
defender or the captain or the goalkeeper. They have to arrange the defense.
We just have a lot of brain freeze moments on the field. We just go to sleep.
Not
There were multiple occasions yesterday when Mazuri went to sleep. I didn't expect Mazuri to do that.
Mm.
There were 3 occasions at least in the first half itself that these Mazuri just went to sleep. Oh, left hand side में कौन था? Not Traore, someone else, the very beefy Basi, I think, who scored goal.
Left hand side में Robinson.
Robinson.
He was easily cutting Mazuri just because Mazuri has decent pace and game awareness. He was able to still catch up to him. But if it was someone else, easy balls in or day in, day out. So this is what I'm trying to say. Yes, these players are good, bad. I don't know, but how can you be so off on the field? Like, no,
you know why? We've spoken about this. क्योंकि हम 3 दिन के बाद अगर एक और मैच है ना हम नहीं कर पाते. Like Mario भी starting में ही बोला था. There was only Xerxes who was running around. बाकी सब इसके लिए I'm
No,
concerned. I think we spoke about this the last this thing also.
I-
कि if there's a game in the next 3 days, नहीं होगा.
so go ahead, Mario.
And
like it was so ridiculous to see the long balls that we were putting, right? There was like at 2 points there were Lindelof's long balls where there was not even a United player. Like at least the gameplay was okay. Put the ball for Garnacho, I would have understood. On the right wing, there is nobody, and you're going and just slamming the ball and giving the ball back. That pressure is going to come back in like 10 seconds. In the Premier League, that's how fast the ball comes back.
Easily.
Like
I know.
at one time, I was a little irritated with Bruno, but I don't think that was Bruno's fault. It's just that the players were so tired and everybody knew it that Bruno was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to put a long ball, put the ball as far away as possible, and give everybody 10 second, 15-second breather.
Breather.
Because
Reorganize.
nobody had any gas in the tank.
I
Oh,
think-
they didn't have
was he
gas
the
in the
best
tank.
player?
Organized also.
I think
was he your best player on the pitch?
Who?
Bruno Fernandes
Who?
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys have only Bruno Fernandes, and yesterday I saw Garnacho also, as usual, coming as a substitute.
No. The only positive was Martin. Thank you, Arsenal again. That guy,
Martin.
we
Chido Martin,
scored.
probably.
I'm the only positive, and I'm so happy for that. Like I know we lost. I wasn't expecting big. हमको ट्रॉफी नहीं जीतना है. ट्रॉफी जीत के भी सैक हो रहे हमारे मैनेजर. हमारे लिए नॉर्मल है. तो वो तुमको है. तुम्हारा ट्रॉफी ले जाता है. But coming back to Martin, he was so good. क्योंकि उसको 10 मिनट मिल रहा है. He got good chance, good amount of time. He's grabbing those chances. I think we just had a discussion the last or second last video, right? On how Holland's not. I was saying कि वो भागता नहीं है, run नहीं ले रहा है. He's not running. How will someone put a ball? This guy was running around.
Sido Obi was
So
fantastic yesterday. His position
I
in a couple. I almost kissed Suri when Chidobi almost put that goal when he
Almost.
turned left. I almost kissed Suri. Thank you for giving us such a good player.
I think it is again like putting Hoyland time in and time and again, not giving this guy. He would have scored yesterday if he had more minutes. If he had
Maybe.
more options, previous games, he would have
I
been
don't
more
think so.
settled to take.
I don't think
he won't get more time. He won't get more time.
He
Like,
needs
'cause
to
he's
be given more time.
that's
He's
the
like
worst
a
thing you can
lot
know
of
which
pressure.
to
Yeah.
No,
Obi
no.
Martin.
I'm not saying time to this thing. I'm saying time on the field, game time. If he had more
Game time. Yeah.
he would have
That even I agree.
you'd be more prepared to take these. He was a little bit, what do you call it? Game
He's
shy,
raw.
expecting to the pressure to perform because you're given an op. A
You can
lot
see
of
that.
that plays in your mind, and if he had more game time, he wouldn't have that. Those would
I
have
think-
been better shots and better goals.
I think we'll be given more chances now after yesterday.
this
Like
game,
in
yeah.
sense, more time. Sorry, more time now. Because he was like, भाई ये expect करता है तू और ये बच्चा है. Like we're not expecting him to score or anything, but he's doing the running. Like it's so good to see. तो तेरे पीछे वाले भी बॉल डालेंगे. They'll see your movement. The defenders are haywire. Like there's so much happening. Holland is. I don't even want to go. कल के performance के बाद there was a
I told you
there
one
was a
thing.
stat.
Holland
So,
takes
Holland
positions where he cannot be in the
With the
game. He
defender.
cannot be involved in the game.
with the defender.
Yeah. But
There's a
Obi
stat
Martin always
where-
tried to beat them.
There's a stat where Holland's created 3 big chances in the sense he's taken it in 22 games. This guy did it in 52 minutes.
Well, that's
52
because
minutes.
he is, I
Okay.
think Chidobe is an out and out striker mindset kind of
Proper striker.
proper striker mindset.
Proper striker.
Even yesterday when he was
Yeah, he's coached by Arsenal, right?
sorry, I'm just going to edit that. But even when he was yesterday tackled,
ये अच्छी वाली खुशी नहीं है.
even yesterday when he was
दर्द
actually
सुनाई दे रहा
tackled by a Fulham player, he didn't go down because he wouldn't have gotten a penalty. He kept going. He tried to put a
Yeah.
shot. He almost put it in, but there was no one on the left hand side again, as usual with United, and obviously we didn't. I'm okay. So when we talk about Chido Obi, I'm not sure if he'll be able to score a lot of goals in this season or will he get a lot of game time. But I'm just happy with the fact that there is someone that we might look to develop
Forward to.
pre-season with the Morim and then possibly start playing him a lot next season on.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And if we
Perfect.
let go of Hoyland and if we get Victor Osimhen or Benjamin Sesko, maybe, then Chido Obi can be an excellent second striker.
Striker. Perfect.
So
Yep.
that was
I think
So
this
So
season,
this
same,
is
same.
like the
I don't
perfect-
expect anything. Sorry. Like this season, even I'm not expecting anything. I would just क्योंकि उसको under 18 से भी निकाल दिया. So they played Arsenal. They beat because they beat Arsenal 3-2 I think under 18 team. तो उसको जाने नहीं दिया. And he was commenting on the post and everything because he's with the first team. So I'm expecting him. क्योंकि again we have a game in 4 days.
with
And again, after that, it's 3 days. I just want him to score
2 days.
one goal.
I think it's on Tuesday, right? Tuesday night
Yeah.
or Wednesday night.
that's my another problem,
Okay.
right? So why was United so lethargic and why didn't we have anything in the tank? The last game we played with 10 men, right? So everybody had to do.
And now we're playing again.
We now have played almost
So,
130 minutes. Sorry, wait 1 second. 130 minutes. And we don't have squad depth. It's not like we can rotate up.
Everyone's injured.
Same set of players now have to play the next game against Sociedad or Arsenal. Who are we playing?
Yeah.
Sociedad.
Like it's
Sociedad.
away.
Away.
And it's
So we're traveling. We're traveling as well. So we're traveling there.
So we might be able to get
We're gonna
on
play.
the plane. We do not have depth because of that, right? All of these players are going to be again put to the same strenuous test. Dillit was huffing and puffing, and yet he did good. I think Dillit
Garnacho was injured.
at
He
60.
played.
Dillit was already tired at 60. He was on his haunches, he was hands on his knees, but yet
yeah, he was cramping.
he was cramping, but he did good. Maguire possibly injured for next game. He's out. He got injured with a cramp out.
Hmm.
I just want to take 2 minutes and talk about how bad are our expectations for Manchester United. And I'll tell you, even if you find one good player who has the ability to take direct balls and direct run at an opposition team, we find, oh my God, he's such a breath of fresh air. Garnacho, I'm sorry, extremely disappointed. How many chance can a guy get in a game to kill it, close it? And it's not just one game. It's been
Finish it.
games this season. He just runs like a headless chicken up front, tries to do something, dribble with his feet or something, never puts the ball in, and always shoots here and there. Everybody says, why aren't we starting Garnacho? Why aren't we starting Garnacho? When we start Garnacho, he fucks up. When he brings him after
Yeah.
60 minutes,
He's still good.
taking direct runs. Oh, we think, oh, he's dictating the play. No, he's not. Because he loses the ball there and there's a turnover in less than 15 seconds and we have to again defend with all our might. With 4 players already committed forward.
Point.
Garnacho,
He's on thin ice. You're right.
he's not doing anything good for United because out of the 5 times that he goes up, he should put a ball in and that should be counted as a goal. Every
Should be scoring. He's getting space. Somehow he's getting space.
No, because he's doing that. He's got pace, but every 5 times what is happening is वो turnover हो रहा है. And the United midfield and defense is again being put under pressure. Just release हुआ था उन्होंने long ball डाला ही Garnacho के लिए था कि वो लोग pressure में आए. But
लेकिन
नहीं, Rajiv.
इसमें no, good man.
So what's happening, right, is that the gameplay is being dictated that way, that they put a long ball and he runs. He does not have the capability to hold the ball. So if you notice, right, when we go ahead with Garnacho, it is Garnacho running, and maybe there is one or two players, that is Xerxes or Singh, who's there in the D or in that area. there is nobody else. The entire midfield is empty. The good part of having Dorgu playing on the left, right,
He's
was
coming.
that Dorgu and Garnacho were making this kind of a formation where the entire team could come up.
Yep. That's a
But
very
even
good
then,
distinction.
Yesterday's game, everyone was out of breath, out of steam. Uh, that's the only gameplay he can play right now.
but Mario, even when
I
Dorgu
think
was
it's
playing,
not a problem with
it is
Garnacho.
not.
It is
Sorry, it is. Even when Dorgu was playing, Garnacho wasn't doing anything good. You need to understand that
But
for how long are you going to
no.
say that he's
You guys,
this,
saying that he's been playing 3 years in Premier League, top flight with Manchester United to start with. Okay, we can always say it's in a bad team and all of that, but he's had Cristiano Ronaldo, he's had Bruno Fernandes, he's played with Messi in Argentina. For how long are we going to give him a benefit of doubt that he's 20-year-old kid and it's okay for him to miss this? No, look at Phil Foden, look at Palmer. These guys
no,
bury.
it's not only about that. It's not only about that. Garnacho, when he goes up front, he has only one or two options: Hoyland or Xerxes.
I
When
was
you talk
about to
about
say this.
Phil Foden, when you have Palmer, when you have Saka, they have
He's got
at least
options.
3 or 4 outlets. They have at least one couple of outlets to pass it forward
But he's
or
not
Or
even
turn
passing it.
around and recycle.
nahi, nahi.
Turn around and recycle.
Garnacho is not
And you
even
guys play
So
counter-attacking. Just one thing. Just let me finish. And in under Amarin, you guys play with 5 defenders, and it's with shitty transition. When you get the ball, players don't run forward. Just you have to understand there is a big gap between the midfield and the defense, and they are not even available for getting the ball from your attackers.
I am
So
understanding.
no attacker is going to thrive in this
नहीं
formation.
नहीं देख इसमें क्या हो रहा है बता आदि लाइक जैसे वो बोल रहा है सूरी बोल रहा है इज इन अ वे राइट क्योंकि बॉक्स में कोई है नहीं like when we forget Hoyland, okay, we all have agreed in a way that he's not doing anything. Taking a header is like far off. Like I'm not expecting him to take a header. I would expect take like someone from Xerxes to be in the box as well. Like take a header.
But he's not.
बट नहीं आ रहा है तो उसके पास क्या ऑप्शन बचता है यहाँ वहां
But,
देखो नहीं है कोई सीधा शूट एनी शूटिंग वेयर हियर देयर एनीवेयर हो गया
but I think Adi has a point, right? That shot that he took, right, one on one with the goalkeeper, that was a cracky shot. That needs to be finished. 3 years in the
yeah
Premier
yeah yeah
League, you're one on one
That's
so
true.
far out from
That's true.
the goal.
it's been so many games now I think last game also was
That's why
for that he missed
I am not talking about Garnacho's failure in the last game. I'm talking about the fact that this
finishing
in so many games his finishing has been shit. You're doing all
yes
the
yes
work.
that I agree
You're
that I
cutting
agree
and then you mess it up.